What's going on, guys? It's your main Fallen Wolf here, Fallen Wolf X official. And today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for you guys. I'm going to be doing a LSPDFR how-to tutorial. And during this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you all the basics on how to install the game, how to get it working correctly, and how to manipulate the files, such as your INI files and everything like that, so your mods are not clashing together. Um, Guys, and before we get started, I just want to point out that if if you guys follow this tutorial step by step, second for second, just don't skip a second of it, because I know, whenever you watch YouTube, you just, you want to find the good parts. And if you're watching how-to videos, you really want to get to the part okay, get to the installation part and skip all the downloads, guys. But no, I'm going to walk you through what exactly you want to download, because there's different portions and different things you want to put into your game, your directory, guys. So right here, you can already see that I'm in my Steam Apps Common folder. But guys, if you don't know how to get to your directory, and this is going to be for the Steam version, guys, as I did get my Grand Theft Auto 5 on Steam, just come down here to this PC, go to Windows, Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, and Common, guys. And if you double click on your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, that'll bring you into this here. This is your main directory, guys, and this is what will be known as your main directory. But before we get into this, what I want you guys to do is come back here into this folder, right click on your Grand Theft Auto 5, click copy, and paste it into this folder here. Why are we doing this? The reason we're doing this is so we have a clean copy we can go back to should our modded copy, which, remember guys, it's going to be this one right here. We can always revert to our clean copy should anything go wrong with this copy. That way we don't have to constantly delete our files, reinstall the game, and everything like that. It just makes it a whole lot easier, guys. So we're gonna let that download for a minute. And guys, it does take a couple minutes for it to complete its download, so just bear with me, guys. And I'll also get some music going in the background. Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go, guys. Come on. Guys, you don't have to leave it like this the whole time. It's just, you can always do it like that. It really doesn't matter whether it's collapsed or expanded. So yes, guys, like right now we're just going through the basics and not gonna worry about and then we'll get into the bigger stuff later on in the video here. So alright guys, so that is complete. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to come over here to this website here, our LSPDFR, and the very first thing we're going to download, guys, is this LSPD First Response 0.4.9 build 8151, guys. This is the first one we're going to download. Let's scroll down a little bit, guys, and you're going to click on download this file. Go ahead and agree and download it. Alright, guys, so what I want you guys to do here is I want you to download this one right here. I want you to download the manual install, guys. If you installed the automatic setup, guys, then you're just not going to learn anything, guys. So go ahead and download the manual install. Alright, that's downloaded. Go ahead and close out that tab. Alright, guys, the next one we're going to download is Sample Trainer, guys. This is how we're going to, get our uniforms on, whenever we get into EUP. It's how we can get our weapons, clean our vehicle, so on and so forth. Once that's downloaded, you can go ahead and close out of that tab. Alright, guys, RageNativeui. This one is a big one. The only thing you guys need to download on this one here is the RageNativeui.zip, guys. That's the only one you guys need. You don't need the source code .zip, and you do not need the source code tar.gz. I've never really understood what that is, but okay, you can go ahead and close out of that tab. Next one is ScriptHookV, guys. It's the same thing on this one. This one that says download right here, you're going to want that first one. Don't get the one that says for developers, and do not get the one that says international support. Just get the one for download. And for some reason and guys, if it pops up this error here, guys, with this it not commonly downloaded, just go ahead and keep this file, guys. It isn't going to hurt your computer. Take my word for it. I've been downloading it for quite a while, and I've had no issues, so. Alright, once that's downloaded, go ahead and close out of that. And the next one we're going to download is ScriptHookV.net. Same thing here, guys. You just want the ScriptHookV.net. You don't want the source code zip, and you don't want the source code tar.gz, so. On this one right here. Download it. Excuse me. Pardon me. Alright. Alright, guys, and once you do that, just go ahead and come up to your downloads folders. We've got plenty of room here. Alright, guys, now what you're going to want to do here, and you don't have to have your tab set up like mine, you can have, let's make it easier here. Just take everything from your downloads folder and just bring it over here to your desktop, guys. That'll just make everything so much easier. As you're going to go into your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Not your copy, but your plain Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, guys. And this is going to be your main directory. Let's go ahead and do this a little bit. This is actually a little trick I learned from Criminal Justice. And I think he got it from Jeffrey Gamer or something. I really don't know. But just make sure you have a little buffer zone here, guys, because if you download it into any of these folders right here, or you put it into this or into here, you don't want to be highlighting anything. You want to keep a nice little buffer zone, because if you don't have that buffer zone, you're just gonna mess up your whole game, guys. So, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by opening up our LSPDFR folder here, Winrar. And guys, if you don't have Winrar or 7-zip, guys, I highly recommend you get it, because you're going to need something to unzip these files with as you download them. So I highly recommend Winrar, as you know, it's what I've used for a lot of years, guys. And so once you're in there, just hit Control A, left Control A to be exact. Now what you're going to want to do is hold down your left control button, deselect those two little dots, deselect licenses, and deselect that RPH README. You do not need those, guys. So, again, deselect the two little dots, deselect licenses, and deselect the RPH README. You do not need those three things. What we're going to do is just drag and drop these files into this buffer zone, guys. If you're highlighting something like these three folders or any of these, if you're highlighting something, don't drop, guys. Make sure you're in this buffer zone here. Just 3, 2, 1, drop. And then everything. Now, if you followed this step, this first step, then everything that you put in your main directory should be highlighted in blue. It should look exactly like mine. If it doesn't, go back in the video and then, just try again, guys. Go ahead and click refresh. That'll put everything in its place. And you are done with that. You can get rid of that shortcut there. Next one we're going to download, we're going to open up here, is our RageNativeui, guys. The only file you guys need in here is your RageNativeui.dll. Just simply highlight that and drag and drop it into your main directory, guys, right here in this buffer zone. And then just drop it in. And then it should be right here in your Play GTA 5, in between your Play GTA 5 and your Rage plugin hook. It should be right above that. Go ahead and refresh it. Close out of that. And you can get rid of that shortcut. Next, we're going to do our ScriptHookV. Alright, for this, guys, whenever you open that, go into your BAM folder. Guys, you only need two files in here, guys. You only need the denput8.dll and the ScriptHookV.dll. You do not need to put in that native trainer.asi, because we're going to be installing our trainer here in a couple of moments, guys, so you really don't need that native trainer. Same process. Select your denput8.dll and your ScriptHookV.dll and drag and drop them right here into your buffer zone here and put them right into your GTA 5 directory. Hit refresh. Close out of that. And get rid of that shortcut. So we're going to go for our ScriptHookV.net. Again, guys, in here you're only going to want 3 files. There's so many other people have done this, and if you've watched Criminal Justice do it, even he said that no, and we've both seen it. A lot of people just say highlight everything in here, drag and drop it into your directory. You do not need to do that, guys. The only files you guys need is the ScriptHookV.net.asi, ScriptHookV.net2.dll, and ScriptHookV.3.dll. Those are the only 3 files you guys need to get this game to work, guys. So, very simply, drag and drop them into this little buffer zone, and in 3, 2, 1, drop them in, guys. And they should be highlighted in blue, just like that. Refresh, close out of that, and get rid of that little Winrar file, and get rid of that shortcut. Next is our trainer, guys. You only need 2 files in here. You need your trainerv.ini and your trainerv.asi. Those are the only 2 files you guys need. Drag and drop these into that buffer zone and drop them in your main directory, guys. It's very, very easy. And then you can go ahead and get rid of that shortcut. You can go ahead and clean out that recycle bin there if you want. I highly recommend, guys. Alright, guys, so this next part here is going to get a little tricky, guys, but trust me, if you follow it step by step, change everything just the way I tell you to, you should have no problems at all in your game, guys. Alright, so you should now see a folder in your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory called LSPDFR. Go ahead and double click that, and you're going to open up, double click your keys folder. And here is how we're going to manipulate our files here, guys. So go ahead and come up here and see this word none right here. Go ahead and highlight that and copy that, because we're going to be using this quite a bit in here, guys. The first thing we're going to change here, guys, is right here where it says D-pad down for pursuit menu controller key. Go ahead and change that D-pad down and hit left control V, guys. We don't need that. As you know, if for controller uses, that D-pad down, that's how we operate our Siren and such. So whenever we install ELS. Alright. Down here, guys, where it says perform arrest key, go ahead and change that E to a capital I, guys. Where's it? Down here where it says perform arrest, controller key, D-pad right. Go ahead and highlight that D-pad right and go control V on that. Same thing down here for the perform frisk. Go ahead and for D-pad lift and control V that as well. Alright, right here, guys, stop PEDS key equals E. Again, you're going to want to change that to a capital I. Stop PEDS controller key. Again, go ahead and control V that. This one should say D-pad right. Make sure it's just go ahead and put none there. And guys, this is exactly how I do my INI file for LSPDFR, guys, and I have never had an issue with it. So next, come down here to chase abort join key equals G. Go ahead and change that and go ahead and put none in there, guys. As we're going to be using that G key later on for our stop the ped context menu, you can press your G key to either store your rifle, get your rifle, same things for shotgun, and to search the vehicle, get a vehicle towed, etc., etc. So you really don't need that, guys. All right, here, guys, where it says chase, abort, join, controller key, D-pad left. Go ahead and change that D-pad left. Go ahead and Control V that, and put none in there, guys. Set call out. We can go ahead and leave that. Okay, right here, guys. Traffic stop start controller key equals A. Go ahead and change that A and put none in there, guys, because whenever you really don't want to be, every time you click A on your controller, guys, you're just gonna start a traffic stop, guys, and your left shift on your keyboard, that's the only thing you really need to start that traffic stop. So down here where it says traffic stop interact key equals E, go ahead and change that capital E to a capital I, guys. Again, same thing down here, guys. Traffic stop interact key. Go ahead and change that D-pad right and Control V that. Put none in there, guys. Permanent save. Let's see here. Move this out of the way real quick. Alright, here, guys. The toggle police computer controller key equals X. Go ahead and change that X and put none in there. The reason we do that, guys, is especially if you're on controller, Xbox controller to be exact, every time you hit X on your controller, that's what you use to cycle through your weapons and everything, guys. And you don't want to be bringing up your police computer every single time that you're hitting X just to get when you're trying to get a weapon, guys. So let me go back here and just double check everything. Alright, guys, that is looking good to me. So go ahead and come down over here to File and click on Save, guys. And go ahead and X out of there. Next, you're going to come down here to your LSPDFR. Just bear with me, guys. I know it's a lot here. Alright. The main preload all models, go ahead and change that true to a false, guys. Okay. Just a second, guys. Alright, here, guys, where it says chase disable camera focus, guys. Go ahead and change this false and put true in there, guys. The reason we're doing that is, if you come across a pursuit, guys, or you get caught up to a pursuit, okay, let's say you're going straight ahead. That pursuit is coming straight at you. As soon as it passes you, your camera is going to just automatically pan around and automatically focus on that pursuit, guys. And let's say you're headed to a different call, that's really going to mess you up. So if you change this to true, your camera won't do that to you. Okay. Alright guys, that's good here. Go ahead and save that. And X out of that file, guys. As we are nearly done with the first step here. Alright, so once you've manipulated your two files, as I've shown you, go ahead and come back in here to your main directory, guys. Refresh the page. And scroll down until you see your Rage plugin hook. Go ahead and highlight that. Right click it. And go ahead and send it to your desktop, guys. And once you have done that, you can go ahead and X out of your main directory. We are finished with that. And double click on your Rage plugin hook, guys. Alright guys, once you click on that, you should see this little box that pops up here, guys. And you need to read this very carefully, guys. And you need to accept this agreement. So just give that a quick read. I've given it a read plenty of times, so I'm not going to read it here. But you do have to accept it, guys. Alright, next, it's going to bring you to this little panel right here. Guys, by default, your plugin timeout threshold should be set at 10,000, guys. Go ahead and change that 10,000 to a 60,000, guys. The reason we're doing that, guys, is because as we go along and we start installing more mods and the vehicles and our EUP and stuff, changing it to 60,000 is going to give everything a lot more time to load. And you don't need to mess with your console keys, guys. Leave that alone. And come over here to plugins. Load these plugins on startup. Check all. Load all plugins on startup. Alright guys, and once you have done that, you can hit save and launch. So guys, I will see you inside the game. Alright guys, and here we are inside of the game, guys. Now guys, something I want to say really quick, guys. Whenever you first load into LSPDFR, guys, you're going to spawn in as the last character you played as, guys. So you can either choose to drive to a police station, because as you can tell, whenever you go to the map here, you'll see all of these little police stations right here. See all of... So, alternatively, you can hit your pause menu, go down to LSPDFR, character, and go to the nearest police station, guys. And it'll take you to the nearest one. It's kind of run from the door real quick. And go inside. Alright guys, so it should, once you hit D-pad right or whatever you do to go on duty here, you can hit A or enter on the keyboard and go on duty. Okay, but wait a minute. Before you can do that, guys, we have to select our character. I'll bring up this screen here and go ahead and click OK, guys. And you can create your very own LSPDFR character. Basically the same as you would do if you was playing regular GTA Online, guys. Alright, so first we're gonna select our heritage here. So, and this is our LSPDFR mom and dad here, guys. So, I usually like to go for Claude and, where is it? Evelyn and Claude, guys. And I usually put my resemblance towards my full resemblance towards the dad, and about in the middle on the skin tone here. And you can come over here, select your hairstyle. Also, I like to go for the slick guys with just some regular eyebrows, as well as the trimmed beard here. You can also go for the skin aging guys. More lines there. I like to go for the hazel guys because that's actually my eye color. So, and once you have done that, you can name your character whatever you want. I'm gonna name. And once you've created your character, now guys, you can mess with like the appearance of them a little bit more, like the nose peak and the cheeks and everything. But personally, I don't do that. But once you've created your character, he or she should just look pretty default with their clothing. From the police locker, you can find LSPD and go down to and select the cop. If you go down to advanced customization, say you want some sunglasses, come down to advanced customization, props, prop 1, and then you can just scroll through these drawables until you find a nice pair of glasses that you like. You want to change the texture, you can always do that as well. Once you've done that, confirm it. Go back and go to the police garage, and you can pick whatever car you want to drive. Just for the sake of it, since we're at the park ranger station, we're going to go ahead and grab this one, apply all the modifications to it, and you can select and continue, guys. And you can modify your vehicle however you want. It really doesn't matter. We're going to be installing ELS pretty soon, so that is how you go on duty, guys. Turn up the game a little bit. Are they going to stop at the stop sign? Oh, they slowed down enough. Alright guys, even though these guys did technically stop before it, we're just going to pull them over anyways, because we can. Alright, like I said, to pull them over, just hit shift, the left shift on your keyboard there. And of course they're going to stop kind of stupid right now until we get our custom pullover in. You can hop out here, approach the vehicle. Now remember guys, we manipulated our files here, so if you click on I on your keyboard, it'll bring up your vanilla traffic stop menu, guys, and you can choose to say hello, insult, or just no speech at all.
You want to start something?
You can ask for their ID here. And go ahead and run its name here. It's going to be Liam Clark here. If you hit... Oh, come on. Alright, my police computer ain't coming up, but So that's how you'll do that, guys. Just very easily. Okay, guys, I think it's because I ended up turning off my vanilla police computer, guys, but I really don't use it. But of course, you can always come back and
Stay out of trouble.
Citizens report a Grand Theft Auto in progress in Vinewood Hills.
Another trick, guys, if you're quite a ways from the pursuit, very simply set a waypoint and hit delete on your keyboard. Unless, of course, it spawns you way up in the sky, in which case we will come up here, vehicle options, vehicle god mode. So really wasn't expecting that one, guys, but sometimes it will put you up there. I think.
Attention all units. We've got units requesting air support over downtown Vinewood.
We're flying over now!
Alright, guys, sometimes you will lose them, but yes, guys, that is basically the basics. That is the basics of LSPDFR. So, normally we'd actually try to find them and everything, guys, and get them into custody, but again, this is a tutorial, so no, we're not really going to worry about it too much. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next portion. Alright, guys, and we're back at our main screen here, guys. Okay, guys, so now for the fun part, guys. We've seen the vanilla side of LSPDFR. We know that it runs. We know that we've installed everything correctly, guys. So now we're going to get into some of the fun stuff, guys, such as our ultimate backup, our realistic search items, our stop the pad, our sticky wheels, so on and so forth, guys. So we're going to start way over here with our ultimate backup, guys. And guys, I will link everything in the description, guys, so no need to worry about that. And come down here, scroll down, click on that. And guys, I'm using a different browser now. I am using, guys, whenever you hit download and that's where you want to send it, just go ahead and send it to your desktop, guys. And it'll download just like that, guys. Same thing with our realistic search 4.0, guys. Go ahead and click download this file. Download. And we're going to send that to our desktop as well. Close out of that tab. Same thing with stop the pad, guys. Scroll down. Download it. Send it to your desktop. And download. So it's just going to be the same process, guys. And guys, if there's anything else, anything that I'm just going to download these, and if there's something that pops up, like if I need to go over which version to select, I will do that, guys. But just go ahead and download these here. Okay, guys. So right here, guys. So if something like this pops up, that download your files, go next out of that and just go back and look at which is the current version, guys. So the current version is 1.1.0.1, guys. So basically 11.01, guys. So let's go down, download this file, and it's going to be the one under main files. Do not get the old version, guys. You want this current version here. Yeah, and send that to the desktop. X out of that. And then CompuLite charges and citations. Guys, this is going to be for our new police computer. X out of that. Download your CompuLite. X out of that tab. ClearTheWayV. I'm going to go ahead and download this. Alright, same thing right here. All these old versions down here, don't worry about those, guys. Just go ahead and get the main files, guys. You're going to want the one that says updated on May 21st. If you've come across this video and it's a different version, get the current version, guys. Anything under old versions, don't get that. Because, I mean, it's just not going to be up to date, guys. Desktop. Send to desktop. Instead of that, or better ELS Reflections. Save. That. I'm going to download ELS, guys. Again, good. Alright, so guys, we're going to download the version 1.05. As that is the most up-to-date version, guys. So send it to the desktop. So that. In the main files. Or ALPRLite. Guys, these Bajojo mods are the best ones out there, guys. I highly recommend getting these in particular. Alright, so once you have downloaded all of your brand new mods there, go ahead and find your GTA 5 main directory, guys. If you've skipped forward to this section of the video, guys, and you didn't watch like how to find your main directory or get the main mods, you really need to go back and watch that, guys. Go back to the beginning of the video and watch how to get to your main directory. It's gonna be right in here, guys. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a scripts folder real quick, guys. Go ahead and make sure it's in all lowercase there. Make that scripts folder. Yeah, so now we're going to open up our ultimate backup folder. Double click on ultimate backup. Alright guys, so before we continue here, you'll see a plugins folder and you'll see a RageNativeui.dll. And guys, what I do whenever I see a RageNativeui.dll, I will scroll down in my main directory and I will compare the dates on both of those, guys. So right now we have the current up-to-date version of RageNativeui.dll, guys. So the only folder you guys really need in your ultimate backup is this plugins folder, guys. Go ahead and drag and drop your plugins folder in your little buffer zone here and drop it in, guys. Click refresh, X out of that, and you can get rid of that shortcut. And guys, we're going to go ahead and manipulate our files as we're going along. So, guys, if you don't know, so I'm going to tell you here. So right now we are in this PC, Windows, Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and Grand Theft Auto 5. In order to get to our ultimate backup INI files, need to come into your plugins folder, LSPDFR, and double click on that ultimate backup. Not ultimate backup.dll, but click on ultimate backup, guys. That's going to bring you to your INI file, which is this right here. Okay, so the toggle menu key is set at B. Go ahead and change that B to a U, guys. Isn't this on that? That's good there. That's good. Is code 2 Lite Siren lights on? Okay. Alright guys, right now this is set on yes by default, guys, but if you want your code 2 backup to arrive with no siren on, go ahead and change that yes and go ahead and put no there. Okay, so then that's usually all I will change in here. So go ahead and go down to File and save it. You are good to X out of that, guys, and go back to your main directory. Refresh it, be on the safe side. Okay. Just a moment here, guys. Alright, so we don't want that just yet. Go ahead and open up your Stop the Ped Winrar next, guys. Again, double click on Stop the Ped. And the only file you guys really need is the plugins folder, guys. Go ahead and bring it in this buffer zone here. Okay, guys, if this pops up, go ahead and replace the files. It isn't going to hurt anything, guys. Go ahead and replace that. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and X out of that. Get rid of that shortcut. And we're going to come in here to Plugins, LSPDFR, and Stop the Ped. We're going to manipulate our files here for Stop the Ped. Alright, that's good like that. It's good. Alright, down here, guys. Controller button to open the context menu. Go ahead and change that A and go ahead and put none there. And do the same thing with the D-pad left, guys. Go ahead and change both of those to none. Guys, if you've watched any of my previous LSPDFR videos and wonder how I'm able to run so fast, I never turn on speed run, guys. How I'm able to get my ped to run so fast is down here where it says sprint boost button equals Y. Go ahead and change that Y and set it to an A, because when you tap that sprint boost button, it'll make your ped run faster. And if you change that B to an X for your controller, you can tackle the person you are chasing. Of course, most times are gonna get right back up and take off running again, but we'll see how we fix that solution whenever we get in the game here. Right down here, guys, where it says take control all peds arrested by LSPDFR cop and prevent the suspect from being transported by default cops. Basically, take over all arrest equals yes. Guys, change that yes and put no there, because anytime that you have backup on a pursuit with that AI backup, if they make the arrest, they'll just leave the suspect standing there and you'll have to take it over. If you change that to no, then the AI cops will go ahead and take the person for you guys. So I have not been to sleep yet, guys, so if I'm kind of rushing through this, guys, I do apologize. However, it is 4:26 in the morning, so alright, so we are good there. Go ahead and save that. Alright, guys, and with our Stop the Ped, it does come with a different flashlight, guys, so we're going to change one more thing in here, guys. Go back in your main directory, go to LSPDFR, and your LSPDFR INI. And where it says ambient disable player flashlight override, go ahead and change that false and go ahead and put true in there, guys. And then fix that. Go ahead and save that. Refresh. Oh, not that far back. And go back in your main directory, guys. And now we will open up our real search items. Come into plugins, LSPDFR, Stop the Ped, and just drag and drop these two items into, again guys, we are in Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, Plugins, LSPDFR, Stop the Ped. You're going to bring these two files into, okay. You're going to take pat down items and vehicle items, select those, and drag and drop them right into your Stop the Ped folder and replace those files. Refresh. And go back in your main directory, guys. X out of that. Sticky wheels. A fun one. Alright, guys, then you can read this README text if you want to. Anytime you have one of these, it'll sometimes tell you where to put the files, but if it doesn't, then no, just follow your pathway here, guys. Alright, guys, so whenever you open up your sticky wheels, guys, just double click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 and very simply drag and drop this plugins folder right into your main GTA 5 directory, guys. And it is very easy. Alright, guys, and then in your plugins folder, you will see your ScriptHookVDotNet. You really don't need to do anything with this, guys, as, you know, there's really nothing to mess with. There's no INI file for that. So, let's out of that. Get rid of your shortcut. And next is our custom pullover. Same thing, guys. It's just a plugins folder. Highlight that plugins folder, guys, and drag and drop it into your main directory. Now, guys, yes, there is an INI file in this. If you double click on your plugins folder and go to LSPDFR, you'll see your INI file, but really there's no need to change anything in here, guys. Everything is perfect just as it is. So really, no need to mess with anything there. X out of that. Get rid of your shortcut. And the next one we're going to download install is our CompuLite, guys. So go ahead and open that up. And CompuLite. Again, guys, the only folder you need is this plugins folder. And if you haven't guessed it already, just simply put it in this buffer zone and drag and drop it just like that. Now, before we go and put in our new CompuLite charges and citations, we come into your plugins folder, LSPDFR, and go ahead and open up your INI file for that CompuLite, guys. So by default, the key to open your computer is going to be X, guys. Go ahead. It's going to be E, guys. So go ahead and change that capital E and make that a capital X. All right, here, guys. Give citation key equals left control key page down. Go ahead and highlight that page down and make that a capital X, guys. Open computer, D-pad right. Change that to none. Alright, it's paused when open, guys. Basically what this means is whenever you open up your police computer, it will pause your game by default. So if you don't want your game to pause, just very simply put a no in there, guys. And then you are good to save it and close out. Now, before we go back to our main directory, guys, go ahead and open up your CompuLite charges and citations. And come right into CompuLite right here. So you should be in Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, Plugins, LSPDFR, and CompuLite. This folder, you'll see charges and citations. Come in here to your WinRAR here. Drag and drop these two files into your CompuLite folder. and go ahead and replace those files, guys. That'll give us some more charges and citations, a lot more realistic charges and citations. That way we actually have something to work with. And go back to your main directory. And we can get rid of our CompuLite and our CompuLite charges and citations shortcuts, guys. So here, open up your ClearTheWayV. Alright guys, remember that scripts folder we created, guys. The only file that's going to be in here is this ClearTheWayV.dll. Go ahead and click on your scripts folder and put your ClearTheWayV.dll right there in your scripts folders, guys. Oh, not that far back. Stay, and then you can come back in your main directory, guys. It is that easy for that script, guys. That's all you need to do. Alright, next we're going to install our ELS, guys. Go ahead and double click your installation files, Grand Theft Auto 5, and guys, you are going to want to highlight everything in this file. Your ELS, AdvancedHookV.dll, ELS ASI, and your ELS.ini, guys. Drag and drop, make sure you're in this buffer zone here, and drop them right into your folder, guys. And it should look just like this. Everything that you've put in your ELS Winrar should be highlighted in blue. If it's not highlighted in blue, go back, slow down the video if you need to, and pay very close attention to what I'm doing, guys. I know I'm going a little fast with it, but I want to try to get it done as quickly as possible so I can get some sleep. So go ahead and X out of that, refresh, and you can go ahead and get rid of that shortcut there. Next, we're going to put in our better ELS Reflections. Double click on your folder here. And so what I like to do is I like to get the brighter ones with the brighter takedowns, guys. Again, guys, I'll do this again. I'll click Better ELS Reflections. Double click it again. Under Brighter. Actually, if you guys were to go with the brighter with higher range, guys. And drag and drop this ELS.ini into your main directory. It's going to ask you to replace the file, guys, since we installed ELS. Go ahead and replace that file, guys. It is not going to hurt your game, okay? I've installed this probably 100 times, guys. I did not want to do that. And go ahead and get rid of that shortcut. Next, we're going to install Automatic Siren Cutout. Grand Theft Auto 5. Are you going to take your input manager.dll and plugins folder, drag them, drop them into your main directory here. Again, guys, make sure you're not highlighting anything. If you're highlighting something, let's say if I dropped it right here into my right here, it would really screw up the game, guys, and it wouldn't work correctly. I'd have to start all over again from scratch. So make sure you're right here in this little buffer zone here. and drop them in. Close out of that. Get rid of the shortcut and refresh. ALPRLite. Go ahead and open this up, your ALPRLite. Double click that. And the only thing you need is this plugins folder, guys. So just drag and drop this into your main directory. Click refresh. Close out of this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and manipulate our ALPRLite folder here. Double click on plugins, LSPDFR, and ALPRLite. Guys, by default, to toggle it, it's going to be F8. Go ahead and change that to an F7, guys. And that is the only thing you need to change in here. And click save. And go ahead and exit out, guys. Go back to your main directory. Open up your speed radar light. Same process, all you need is your plugins folder. Drag and drop it in your main directory buffer zone. Drop it. Close out. Get rid of the shortcut. Plugins. LSPDFR. And if I can find it. ALPR speed radar light. There it is. Alright guys, you can leave this the way it is on left control I. Alright, so keep these two things open real quick, guys. You go ahead and go back into your main directory, but leaving this open, guys, it is not going to hurt anything if you go back and do that, guys. And scroll down here until you see your trainer V, okay? Okay. Guys, if you just hit Control F in here and type in spawn a driver just the way I have it typed in. Okay. Did what I did, then just find next here. Right here, guys. You can highlight that there. And just get rid of that whole line right there. And it's going to be the same thing right here on this page down here. Highlight where it says that page down. And just get rid of that whole line. We don't need it. Guys, the reason we're getting rid of those two lines is because if we don't, and when we go to change the threshold on our speed, every time we hit that button, it will spawn two cars to attack us, guys. So, once you're done with that, save it, your trainer V, and go back. As I like to set my speed at 35 miles per hour. And that is all you guys need to do in there. Hit save. X out of that. Go out your main directory. Refresh everything. Double click on your Rage plugin hook. And when you do that, hold down your shift key. immediately hold that down and bring up your plugins. Guys, remember we installed sticky wheels, guys, so we're gonna have to come down here, load these plugins on startup, check all, and then load all these plugins in startup, guys, and I will see you inside of the game, and we will go through a quick run through on how these things work. Alright guys, we are back and we are in here in our police garage, guys. So if you remember, guys, we did install ELS, guys. So in order to get our ELS to work, we're gonna, our police cruiser, our Vapid Stainer here, this is the only compatible ELS car by default, guys. So, but in order to make it ELS, we have to make it like that, guys. So if it's following along, turn extra 1 off, extra 2 on, your choice. Modifications, you can apply all of them. Select and continue, guys. Alright guys, and if you're on controller, guys,
Citizens report a robbery at Mirror Park gas station. Respond code 3.
Actually, you will take that. Alright, so we got that call. If you hit left on the D-pad 3 times, then you can respond, guys. And if you hit B on the keyboard, you'll change your siren tones as well.
Suspect last seen on foot.
And our suspects are running, guys. Alright guys, then our automatic siren cutout, we didn't even shut off our siren on our own. When we get out of our vehicle, it's shut off automatically, all by itself. Alright guys, once you tackle them, oh, come on. If they don't jip you there, just hit X. You gotta be quick about it too, guys.
LSPD, stand down!
There we go. Just arrest them.
You're under arrest!
Just like that, guys. With our better ELS reflections, look at how far our lights reach, guys. Alright. You hit right on the D-pad, you can go ahead and grab this guy.
All units, we've got a holdup at Vinewood 24/7 Market. Units respond code 3.
Because we're gonna go ahead and, since we're here on this call, we're not gonna be available. Back to our vehicle here. Alright, dude. So, you're obviously under arrest right now. You have to drive to the main side and then say to your current beats. You can step the law, you have to drive to an attorney. If you're not for an attorney, won't be sent to you. Have anything on this young folks that hurt me, stab me, piss me off any way, shape, or form? No? Alright. If you go into your stop the ped menu, you can pat them down. It will sometimes take a minute. And it'll show you what they got going. Alright, so they got a tab from the Vanilla Unicorn, valid out-of-state gun permit, can of chewing tobacco, wonder what kind. candy bar, and 10 baggies of, god damn, wow. Sounds like maybe narcotics, guys, so. Alright, right on the D-pad again. Put them in our vehicle here. We'll open the door. Guys, if you come over back here to the trunk and you press G, and see, this is why I told you guys earlier in the video when we was messing with our keys for LSPDFR. That's why I told you to change that G key and put none there. It's because of the stop the ped. So guys, if you come down here to evidence check and you click on that narcotics field test or narcotics field kit, yeah, narcotics field test, you'll be able to test these for what you may think it could be. So if I think it's cocaine, I can test for that. And we can run multiple tests to figure out which one it is. Methamphetamine? Yes, it was. So, once we determine that, our vehicle, and hold X on your keyboard, pad records, and go down to Austin Kane. Read an arrest report. Schedule 1. 2. So possession of methamphetamine. And since he had 10 baggies of it, we're going to hit him with possession with intent to distribute, Schedule 2 narcotic. But we're also going to get him on robbery. We didn't find a firearm on him, so we're not going to get him on armed. And we are going to get him on resisting, if I can find it. And there we go. Once you submit your charges, we will take him to jail. There we go. And pass him off to another cop. Once we do that, alright. So we're gonna follow this guy for a little bit, see if they do anything. So then we can check out that custom pullover. At the same time, we'll just pull over the first person who fucks up too. Remember guys, when we set our LPR to F7 as well, you can bring that up. And that'll give us a better chance as well on finding something. Also bring up your radar here. Alright. Alright, so they got underglow over. Well, we're not going to worry about the taxi, so we are going to come up here and get this this vehicle due to the underglow here. Hit left shift on your keyboard. See where they pull over at. Alright, so we're going to back up here a little bit, guys. So let's say we don't want them to pull over there. If you do control, okay. If you don't want them to pull over right here, let's do control W. Let's say we want them to come back here a little bit. Let's say we want them right there. Use your numpad. And they'll, okay. Set it here. Use your numpad here. Come on. Come on now. Sometimes I do have a little trouble with this one, guys, so let's bear with me. Or let's say we want them to pull over right there, guys. So they'll figure out how to get there one way or another.
What? Sorry, man. My wife.
Alright, we're gonna cancel that traffic stop because we kind of screwed that one up a little. Kind of screwed Pooch on that a little bit. Oh, now they fix themselves. That will happen sometimes, guys. Right on, Marie. As we're going to flip around on this here. Alternatively, guys, you can always go ahead and flip them and just wait for the light to turn. And once you do that, then just light them up. Alright, we're going to have them find a new place to stop here as well. Do your Control W. So you want them to pull up a little bit further. Now sometimes it is best to do it just a little bit at a time so that you can see where you're making them go. I mean, that's what I like to do, just so I can keep an eye. We're nearly there here. I'll be right here in the median, kinda. It's a little out of the way here. See if they'll get over just a tad. Okay. They're gonna stay there. So again, if you hold X here, vehicle records, you can go down to this Primo. Or since the registered owner is Michael Sherrill. Now guys, I don't immediately like to go for a felony stop, as sometimes it may be the actual owner of the vehicle. So this is approach and howdy, ma'am, Officer Wolf with the Los Angeles Police Department stopping you as this vehicle's come back registered stolen. You got a license, registration, for insurance on you?
Kiflon! Thanks.
Alright. I remember, this vehicle ain't coming back registered to you. This is a Michael Sherrill. You got to sit down for me. Let's document operation. I mean, where are you headed to? You going to work? Alright. And so, we'll just come back here, run her name. Alright, she does have a felony on her record. Alright. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get her out, as we do have reason, as this is not her vehicle and it is registered stolen, so I'll step out here.
Wait!
And we're going to go in for the arrest. Alright guys, and we're going to go ahead and call transport for her in a minute. So we're not going to put her in the vehicle. Oh, okay. So this is going to impound. This lady was in possession of them, so she's gonna...
Flatbed, assistance required in East Vinewood.
It's also, if you do that left control 0, also bring up your tablet here. And let's do the arrest part right through this tablet here, guys. Alright, stolen possession. Such a stolen property right there. Wait, right there. And submit those charges, and then you can always transport them.
Assistance required in East Vinewood.
They're approaching with their siren on, even though we did fix that for them not to, but screw it.
Hi.
Hello. Get this lady out of my sight.
Waste of space.
Alright, so obviously since we're on the freeway, it's gonna bring up all those lists for speeding vehicles, so well, obviously that wasn't speeding because it's the freeway there, but we're just gonna abuse our power a little bit here. Let's get to a parking area. Okay, so that is going to do it for this episode of the LSPDFR tutorial, guys. In the next one, I'll go over how to install the DLC packs when it comes to vehicles, EUP. I'll go over to how to install new vehicles and such. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. If you did, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that bell to stay notified on whenever I drop a new video. That being said, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm gonna go try to get some rest. Catch you on the next one.